Hi, this is Heather Straczynski and Danielle Rodriguez. We're with Roundtable Realty.
And this is another episode of Real Talk. This is part 1 of 4.
We get a lot of questions about a lot of things that get thrown around agents. So there are many different words, single agents, transaction agents, buyer's agents, seller's agents. So we're going to break it down for you.
Yes. And part 1 is single agency, because we are single agents.
Yes, and it's her favorite, so I'm going to let her start.
So between the two types of agents that you can get here in Florida, 98% of them, well, actually 2% are single agents, and that's what we are. And really all that means, the only difference is the relationship that we have or an agent has with you, right?
Correct.
There are things that both have in common, like deal honestly and fairly, account for all funds.
Correct.
Skill, care, and diligence.
You're always going to get that with your agents.
Right.
Always, hopefully. Always.
Hopefully.
They're supposed to provide that no matter what kind of agent you are.
Right. But what do single agents bring to the table?
It's so exciting. This is why we chose a single agency. You have confidentiality. Full confidentiality.
Well, it's a fiduciary relationship.
There you go.
So, what you tell us, and what I like to tell people because they get a kick out of it, but it's kind of like going to a car dealership and you never want to give your hand. You don't want the salesperson to know how much you really like the car because you need to walk away from it, right? Go for it. Jump up and down. Tell us how much you love the house. It doesn't matter because we would never turn to the other agent and tell them, what you're thinking or what your motivation is. So whatever you disclose to us is going to stay with us.
That's why we want you to tell us everything. We're here for you.
And that's part of confidentiality, and that
We're not gonna
rolls
tell them
into obedience.
Yep.
A lot of people are like, obedience? I don't understand. Like, how does that come to play? If you want to offer $450 and it's $500, we are going to do what you want us to.
We're going to guide you on why that might not be the best choice if you really want that house.
Right.
But if you're just kind of feeling around to what the sellers may do, or if you're a seller and you're kind of feeling around of what maybe the buyer's going to do, we're going to try that for you.
That leads us to the next. Giving you all the information. With us, you get full disclosure.
Correct.
It's not limited. So we will tell you everything we find out, whether it's from the other agent, about the home, even if it means you're going to walk away from the deal.
Yep.
It's
Exactly.
you come first, not the deal.
And I think people think that's what they're getting from every agent.
I think everybody assumes that's what you're getting from your agent, but it's really not. And not by choice, but by law.
Not all brokerages allow their agents to be single agents.
Right.
In fact, I came from a brokerage that I was a transaction agent first, and then when I switched to my new brokerage, I'm a single agent. And there are reasons behind that, because it is a higher liability and it is difficult to do single agency correctly.
Right.
I think to better understand this, you definitely want to tune in for our part 2,
Right.
which we'll be talking about transaction agents, so that way you know a little bit more about the difference.
Right. And if you have, read up on it. I know there are a lot of articles and a lot of information about single agency.
We wanted to sum it up real quick for you.
Yeah. We're proud to be single agents. And like Heather said, check us out on our YouTube page.
Yes, please.
Around Town with Your Realtors, Heather and Danielle. This is part 1, and tune in for part 2.
We'll see you next time.